One of the most unique elements of a construction project is the relationship that exists between the parties that are building it. We've touched on this idea throughout the course that by its nature, construction is a different supply chain than most. In automobile manufacturing, for example, thousands of hours and hundreds of millions of dollars are spent up front designing one vehicle that will cost 1/1,000,000th of the cost of the actual development. But then, over time and through refinement and troubleshooting and testing, we'll build 5 million units of the same car. The return on investment is a known quantity and the manufacturing risk reduced significantly in a controlled environment, not to mention the vertical integration that exists within the manufacturing industry. Construction is the complete opposite, inverse. Relative to the cost of the project, design and engineering is often less than 6 or 7% of the overall project cost. Depending on the size of the project, anywhere from 20 to even 500 skilled trades can be working on a site during a day, all being directed by different foremen under the overall direction of just one site superintendent. Add in varying interests, motivators, and a myriad of demotivators, and you have an organized chaos at best in the construction model. Different models of delivering projects have emerged over the past 25 years primarily. These varying models are in response to the still popular traditional model where design work is done independently from the actual construction process. While it does have its advantages, professionals early on getting involved in the design solution, it is complex for many owners to manage two separate and distinct contracts, one for the provision of design services and the other for the construction. From an interest perspective, however, the traditional model works when the owner's primary interest lies in the design aspect of the project. Many heavy civil, and institutional projects place a higher value on the design function than that of the construction function. However, where the primary interest of the owner or developer is purely motivated by lease back or lease out or buyback, or is governed by a corporate image program or another function of design, other models may respond better. Design build, for example, in construction management, bring the contractor into the control position for the design of the construction, design and construction. This works well where the primary interest is speed to completion and or single source of responsibility. It is a simpler model for the owner as it involves only one contract. In the end, there's no one delivery model that reigns superior over another. It is simply a matter of what primary interest the owner has, but it's important for an owner to establish the delivery model early on in the development process and be able to follow it throughout the entire process and not change in the middle. This will result in the best possible result for the project and allow interest parties to function properly for the construction of the project.